Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I want to thank everybody who came to my live show and participated. Thank you for the love and support, and to all my patrons, all of you guys, you viewers, for, just everything you do and your beautiful comments. It's been a fantastic birthday weekend. Thanks to you guys, all the participation, all you guys visiting my Etsy shop. Thank you for, contributing and, purchasing some of my pieces and your lovely feedback. I'm so happy to hear you love them. I especially love when people send pictures of them wearing it. It's really sweet. And I want to have a really special shout out to Sylvie Roy, this beauty right here. She is absolutely amazing. She actually made me a birthday tarot video, and her natural language is French, and she speaks English beautifully, and she had a French and English cards, and she pulled me some cards, and it was so touching. So shout out to you, Sylvie Roy, and thank you so much. This is why I love my job so much, and the way I get to connect with magic, awesome people like you from all over the world. Everybody is searching for a more expansive, better, connected, tuned in way to really just absorb the love and the connectivity of everybody. And everyone is so expansive now in their perspectives. They're seeing all the hope, all the opportunities with optimistic, glowing hearts, as opposed to skepticism, doubt, and all of that. And again, I can never reiterate strongly enough that we are at our absolute best when we're looking for the best in others, when we see the best in ourselves, when we speak to ourselves well. I'm always a proponent of speaking to ourselves like we are our own younger brother or sister. We'd never say to a younger sibling or brother, in those tender years, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you'll never have this. We would never say that, yet we say these things to ourselves. So this is your new challenge. Whenever you say or think something negative against yourself, say out loud, that's simply not true. It's not true. You're having a moment where maybe you're having a little anxiety, you're rushed, you're pissed off, things didn't come out the way you thought that they would. That never should cause you to devalue yourself. So really try to fixate on having great inner dialogue and say things to yourself like, I'm an excellent speaker. I have a big heart. I love people. My spirit has a beautiful place to dwell. All of that. I'm part of infinity. Truth is always around me. Honest people and love surround me. Things like that. And today's read is going to be all about these things, like where are you on your life path? What do you need to notice? What messages are going to come in? All of that. I just received, I ordered that this weekend, Nancy Brown's Fairy Wisdom deck, and it is phenomenal. So we're going to have 3 choices and begin with that. I love everything about fairies. I believe in them. They are absolutely just so dreamy, and they invoke a sense of, fairies aren't depressed critters, right? They like sparkly things, they like happy things, shiny things, tasty things, golden things, silver linings, all of that. So I in turn love fairies because of that. So here's going to be your 3 choices. You have always, I love the artwork on this. It's just gorgeous, very simple and beautiful. And then we have the source of magic, the star. I love that up on the beautiful mushroom encrusted precipice, beautiful, and the swirling tattoos, kind of indicative of Celtic symbolism, beautiful. And then we also have Forget Me Not. Look at that. That looks like Cherry Enchantress sitting on a leaf hanging out. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm going to let you guys take a moment. I have some citrine and the golden hind horn. So we're going to breathe in and get ready. And regardless of how you're starting your day, wherever you are, whatever is going on for you, I want you guys to remember that when we start our day being thoughtful and loving towards ourselves, we can really connect in a good way. Slow down and bask in the pleasure of living, okay? Less thinking, more doing. That's where anxiety can come in, when we're just constantly thinking. We're in our headspace, right? You're not alone. View yourself from the eyes of another who loves you. Be grateful for what's right in front of you. No matter what, stay true to your authentic self. Everybody is coming out of the shadow into the light and embracing who they are in a beautiful way. Exercise your power of belief and crush it. Just be like, I believe in this. I believe in myself, and go out there and crush it. And the things that are most challenging are often the things that prove to be most rewarding, right? There's always these lessons and these things, and difficult people really teach us, like, hey, why would I exert so much effort trying to change or get on with this person that is critical instead of proving ourselves to other people that don't even deserve our presence, right? Things like that. And we have to know that knowledge is useless without action. So when you learn something, start to share it, implement it. If you have an idea, just write it down. I'm not saying just go out and slay and be like, hey, I have this idea. Write it down and let it grow. That's all about planting the seeds of intention for manifestation, right? So you guys got this. The world needs that special gift that only you can offer. You know you have it within you. Never think that it's inferior in any way. Everybody has something beautiful to offer, especially you guys, if you're watching my channel and you're watching other light workers, you're learning, growing, and you want a new healthy perspective. And everything you do and say matters. I believe 100% that to be true all the time of everyone I encounter. Okay, so we're going to begin with always. Now, if you chose this card, I love this. The key word to this is infinity. Now, this card first wants you to speak of infinity. To truly understand life, we have to understand that we've always been and that we always will be, right? We're part of a divine source that rules the universe. Your spirit, your soul is immortal. So as the physical body passes from existence, your being survives eventually to move back to join with the one. So your connection to divine spirit is never severed. You are never alone. You are always connected to source. You're the vehicle through which divine spirit manifests on earth. Understand your divinity and your importance on earth. Appreciate that every other being on earth is equally important in the divine plan. So this card really indicates that you have or wish for a special person in your life who will promise to always be there for you. First, you must promise to always be there for you, right? You be there for you. Don't give up on yourself. Always love yourself. Maybe in the past, those who should have stuck by you didn't. Those who you thought were true were not. Release old pain and habit patterns so you can allow your good to manifest into your life now. Because when we really are focused on pain, grief, and mistrust, we just get in that murky sort of water where it's very hard to climb out. When we just release that, and then we see how pure our hearts are and our intentions are, and then we start to manifest that back for ourselves. Another aspect of this card says to remember the elementals that are helping you along the way. The devotion to you is definitely infinite and unwavering. Your spirit guides, your family, people who love you and care for you and yourself and your spirit. When you just know that these good things are coming, this love, these connections, this beautiful, it's like any kind of opportunity that you want will present itself when your eyes are open to it, right? This is all about being present and aware as well, right? Hopeful, all of that. So something that I do too with this is I'll play a song over and over and over if I love the words. I'll really listen to it. I'll drink every little aspect of it. And I love this in reggae because, there's such beautiful, profound phrases in it that, are basically saying, wake up every morning and say, this is the best day of my life. And the moment you realize you're responsible for every aspect of your life is when you're free. Nobody else can do anything. Nobody can force you to do anything. Nobody can persuade you. If you are strong in your resolve, you are the one. And a lot of these songs that we say that. Also remember with this, that, the self is always changing. What matters is how we create the self we wish to be in every moment, right? There can be a hostile environment. Do we want to remain calm and objective, or do we want to jump in the drama like, crazy Kristen? We just got to chill. We got to bring it down a notch. Usually these other dramas have nothing to do with us. So let's save our energy, right? We only have so much time. It's okay and crucial to cut off things that are unnecessary, right? And then all the things that matter and should be with us always stay with us, which I really love. So I'm going to pull one extra card. I love this many pass. So this is saying you're going to have many opportunities, and it doesn't matter. Don't overthink. So many people are like, oh, I don't know if I should take this job. If something is available to you and you think it will be a cool opportunity to learn, to grow, to meet new people, think of it as a temporary adventure. Just because you're saying yes to it doesn't mean you're contracted in for life. Same thing with a relationship. If somebody wants to get to know you, don't be like, oh, I'm afraid of being hurt. All you have to do is go out and have a cup of tea or coffee and get to know them. Are you vibing with them? Do you feel good? Do you feel like the energy is an excellent exchange? Fine. if you do, go with it and take it very, slowly, have fun. Life's in a constant flux, so we have to savor and enjoy of those because they pass so quickly, right? Enjoy that moment. A lot of people, I've seen them too when they're out at restaurants, they're out at occasions, concert or whatever. They are not where they should be. They are not present that moment. I can see, like, I remember even being at a Pitbull concert where everybody should have just been mental stoked. Me and Fiona were dancing our asses off like we were like being tasered. We were so excited. And I was looking around. One dude was asleep. No lie. This old dude obviously took his daughter's sound asleep. But people were in their heads about bills, about relationships. And I could read it all over their face and their energy. And I thought, holy crap, you're in Madison Square Garden seeing Pitbull. And you're worried about your bills, your girlfriend, how you look, this, that, and the other. That's where we lose out on these beautiful, rich experiences in life. So many passes, whatever path you're on, trust it. You're meant to be there right now. You're going to learn something from it. There's only so much time, so enjoy it. You don't have to be in a relationship right now to be happy. Just understand yourself. And again, that moment that we're tapped in and we say, this is going to be the best day. I'm going to make this the best day. It starts to occur for you. And that's what's going to happen to you. Listen to your intuition. Know that fear only comes from overthinking. So stop that process. Oh, should I go to the gym? Oh, though I don't have any makeup on. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm going to get tired. Do the 5-second rule. Just get to that front door, grab your sneakers and start to move a muscle, change a thought, because we can talk ourselves out of anything within that 5 minutes, 5 seconds, and it's usually what's good for us. So just get that momentum. You have an idea. Don't be shy. Don't think everybody's going to be critical or deflective of it, or think it's not up to par. We don't care what other people think at this venture in life. This is us just expressing ourselves, getting these ideas, getting excited about things, because you have so many rich and wonderful paths in front of you. Don't be afraid of any of them, because at any point you can pivot and switch. I'm having coffee with this person. They are ridiculous. And I say, excuse me, I gots to go. I stand up, I make my excuses, and I leave. Never feel that you're indebted to somebody because you said yes for a moment in time. Never feel indebted to a company because you decided to try them on and see if you liked them. You are not subservient to anybody, and you always have choices, and you're always free. And that's what this is going to remind you of. So beautiful energy, group one. I'm loving that energy for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below if you want a private read or anything else. Hopefully I'm going to finish this with time to boot so I can do a quick flip through of this deck. I want you guys to see some of the images. Beautiful. And I'll do that right at the end. Okay, so now we're on number 2, which is the source of magic. I want to have a quick peek in the book and see what that says. Right away, I'm already getting messages that, we're pretty much the source of magic. Whatever we draw and observe and we digest, what do we want to nurture ourselves with? Good vibrations, good messages. I love to go on and listen to really bright, sparkling personalities, people that have insights, all of that. I go and I check out everything. I feel good. That's how I start my day. That's how I go to sleep. It reduces anxiety, stress, makes me feel good. I listen to Victor Otto. I listen to Abraham Hicks. Anybody that's just like, yeah, Jake Ducey, vibrant, pure soul, love him. All of those. It really is inspirational and it's uplifting. So always reach for that. And I want to thank all you guys that say, that I'm that source for you, that you turn me on in the morning before you go to work and have your coffee and you get in a good mood and it changes and shifts your attitude. That's what light workers are placed here to do, to shift direction and focus on things that are beautiful, that give back to us, that make us feel robust, happy, and vitality, right? Anybody can bitch and moan about everything all day. No, but we don't need any more of that. We good, we would like to notice the beautiful things, how wonderful, the sunset was. I love pictures of like deer in the snow, things like that are calming, soothing, that remind us that there's magic and beauty in nature and people everywhere, right? And that's sort of what this source of magic is about too. So the keys of this is make yourself a wand today. This source of magic, and the key word is manifestation, because magic isn't just for the fairies. You're a source of magic. Every time you inhale and exhale, you breathe in the energy of one source. Call it God, one spirit, divinity, father, mother, the source of everything that is, right? It resides in everything in our universe and within our own body. I feel like any creative gesture and production definitely comes from source. You get so motivated by that. And and source works through us to express ourselves. You ever like paint a picture, write a poem or something, and you blow your own mind that it comes out so beautifully? And you're like, where did that come from? It came through source working through you, as the divine soul that you are, and producing these beautiful creative aspects. It can be a sentence, it can be a song, it can be a melody, it can be how you garden and make plants grow and thrive, how much your pets love you, all of this. This is all the source of magic, right? So also be very careful where you place your attention, because like the fairies, bring as much joy and love into your heart and life as you can. Open yourself to receive. Think positive thoughts. Really transmute negative feelings and thoughts into positive ones. So easy. As soon as it comes in, if a negative picture appears in your mind, replace it with a picture of positive input. Something says, oh my God, there's going to be traffic. Be like, thank goodness I can listen to Melanie's video. I can listen to an inspirational speaker. I can take it easy. Transmute it. Then what happens is it's like your brain, the dendrites in your brain start to form these little bridges and connections to things that are joyful and lovely. And then you're thinking in terms of those patterns. And I really love that. And again, if you ever watch Marissa Peers or Jake Ducey, they're always talking about neuroplasticity, which means we can retrain our brain. It's circuitry. We rewire it. We don't go for the negative anymore because we're training our brain. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting a cold. No, I am going to have a lovely cup of tea and relax and breathe. I am fine. My body heals. All of that. When we do that over and over after a few times, it's in our conscious behavior to correct that thinking. Therefore, we're looking forward to things. We're passionate, like, oh, I don't want to go to this party. I'm going to bump into somebody who is annoying. I'm so excited to meet new people. This is going to be great. If anybody approaches me I don't like, I make my excuses and I go elsewhere. I owe it to no one to stand there and listen to their problems or their boring whatever, or, their irritating, prejudicial garbage or whatever they do. It's like one of those things. You owe nothing to anybody. And this circuitry and this neuroplasticity is going to help you reform the way you think. Forget about subconscious knee-jerk reactions. This is magic time. This is you taking control, not old patterns. You're going to see how things begin to change as your life becomes happier and full of wonderful new changes too. Always ask what you need to be given in a way that is for your highest good. When something is for your highest good, it's also for the highest good of others, right? No harm comes to you or others through this request. It's not for your highest good, then it won't happen. Something better replaces it. You are the source of magic. And always, just pause and go, okay, let me think, am I aligned with everything that's good for me? I'm not trying to speak ill of somebody else so I shine brighter or take their place or get that job or have seen better. I don't do that, because that heaviness stays with us when we do that, right? This is all about being connected and always having sympathy for others around us. If somebody gives us a dirty look in traffic, they might be on their way to chemotherapy. We never know. So I don't make assumptions ever. Anybody can be doing absolutely having the hardest day, doing something that's very unpleasant for them. So I never, shoot back dirty looks. It does us no good to do that. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, I love this. So soul retrieval sign number 49. So right now it's your time. You're reaching in, and instead of going in the logic-based heavy thinking, which creates, some crazy overthinking, anxiety, all of that, this is about going in soul retrieval. When we really listen to our intuition and we work from our soul's messages, our intuition, beautiful things happen. It's lighter. We realize that because we're responsible for every aspect of our life, we're free. Nobody is going to tell us what to do, where to go, what to think, what to say. Nothing. It is our time. It's our magic. It's like a magic conduit. I always picture it kind of just like a silver thread right in the top of my head that goes right down through to my heart, to my soul, right there, and is like, be free. You're free. Breathe. We have time. It's okay. Slow down. We're always changing. We can create the self we wish every single moment. We can change and switch it up. We're not beholden to anybody's notions, religions, any of that. And also, it's like, this is also saying right now too, that speak up if you feel you're mistreated. Don't give away too much of your time. Agree when you actually only agree. You know what I mean? Don't feel guilty for dedicating time to yourself. If you feel like you're being taken granted by other people, limit your time with them and then see, right? Oftentimes patterns are just formed and we forget. If we're the favor giver, oh, I'll come over and help you paint your house. I'll come over and help you solve that problem. I'll give you a ride. This and that. People start to feel entitled to that. The thank yous kind of evaporate. Then they just expect it. Limit your time with that. We sometimes don't even realize we're doing that. You are going to attract people that are only good for you. No more controlling, no more dominating people, no obnoxious people. You're only going to, with the soul retrieval phase, attract like-minded individuals and tribe members, which is going to be healthy. You're going to feel lighter. You're not going to be like, oh my God, so-and-so just called or texted me. I don't want to deal with them. If you ever feel like that about an individual, limit your time with them. They are sucking your energy out. You want people like, hooray, so-and-so's on the line, and you get stoked about it, right? Don't take anything personally right now. Nothing other people do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. It's their own dream. When you're immune to the opinions of others' actions, you won't be the victim of any kind of suffering. Soul retrieval knows that. I don't care. I don't take things personally anymore. Definitely, it's one of those things. It is what it is. They're going through their things. Everybody is learning all this new. It's like trying on a new skin. Like, how does this feel? What direction do I want to move in? So some people are in different phases, some not so pleasant. Some people are having, kind of like the dark night of the soul type of thing. And it's like, we all just got to get in our own groove, stay in our own lane, and not make assumptions and or do any finger pointing. And soul retrieval recognizes this and does what's best for the self. So you can grow, expand, feel good, and have, harmony, healing, like, sitting in nature in the woods or garden and just sipping on a lemonade and noticing all the beauty in nature. The simplicity of that soul retrieval time calls for that beautiful, abundant, rich nature. It's where you create abundance from being grounded and calm. So I'm loving that. And this is your phase too. I couldn't ask for anything more, right? Peace of mind. That's utter peace of mind, and the source of magic is always within ourselves. So beautiful energy, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read or anything, everything is down there, my Etsy store. If you want to shop for Christmas, I'm going to be adding some new pieces throughout the week. Thank everybody who ordered over the weekend. I'm very excited. Okay, so now we're on to Forget-Me-Nots. I'm going to have a quick... This I love because it's so funny how many of my clients go, oh, he or she hasn't texted me in 3 or 4 days. Did they forget about me? Believe me, nobody is forgetting about you, okay? The key word in this is departure. So as you move along your path, there'll be experiences and people that you leave along the way. No matter what sorrow this brings, always look for the gift that they have given you. There's a gift with everything that comes your way. And it's up to you to allow this gift to be recognized for what it is. Some partings feel sad, some is a relief, some are joyous. One thing is for certain, all things change continually. So learn to go with the flow. Sometimes people can leave so that you or they can grow. Sometimes they come back, or sometimes they're just gone for a long time. You don't know when they'll return. But if you ask, spirit for help, it'll show, that this, who we want in our lives, we deserve, that serve our highest selves, that we recognize as soul companions, that we recognize as fellow tribes people, always come back throughout our different lives. Life is evolving as it should for you right now. Yeah, after all, nobody stays in the theater after the show, after it's over, do they, right? You've completed that cycle with that individual. They are on their way or you are on yours. What did you learn? What did they give to you? How did you bless their life, and vice versa? It's okay to grieve for a bit if you need to, but do it with joy in their new journey and yours. I've been fortunate enough that I've been able to accept death very readily because I understand what that means, that it's just a departure from this particular existence into the next, but you still stay connected all the time and continually. And I mean, I've got to say, one of the most tremendous, sad, weirdest moments I had was when Eleni was going to have to move down south for a while and be with her son. And, basically was like, she was right up the road from me. And it was like all of a sudden to feel, that she wasn't like within 10 minutes away was really kind of bumming, because she is definitely a soul sister. So it's that moment. And then I thought, you know what? She's going to be in a warm climate with her grandchildren. She's going to have the best time. And that kind of tied a golden ribbon around, the departure. And, as I got to see her this summer. So no change, no growth, right? Angels, guides, and elements are going to help with the delivery to where they need to go and where you need to go as well. And I definitely see that you're not forgotten. If some of you, I feel like, might have a question of, I've just met somebody new or some new friends. They're not really communicating or connecting with you as often as you'd like. You're not off the agenda. Think just within your own life, how busy and hectic things get at times, right? How quickly 2, 3, 4 days can go by. It's not intentional, but it's like, if you're off on your own, do you call your brother or sister or any of that? Probably not. You probably don't have all that time. So I'm going to pull this, and then I'm going to pull one more of these too. You have the sorcerer and attitude, which I love. Again, it's all in our attitude. It's all in our perspective. When we decide we want to be charming and we want to be loving and see what we need to see and release what we don't need to, listening to our inner voice, nothing from anger and fear, because that changes our attitude in a different trajectory. When we choose to live the way we want, we're not taking things personally. We're not making assumptions. We're doing our best. It's going to change. Whatever our best is moment to moment, depending. We can be absolutely experts at one things and diabolically sad at something else, right? Like math. If anybody asks me to do math, I'm like, sorry, Melanie has left the building. But I avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. I am what I am. I can do what I can do. And I'm happy with who I am and how I treat others. And you're moving into that, because the sorcerer is about you realizing that all this magic that does come from deep within you, and you're living this kind of like impeccable spiritual existence at the moment. A lot of people are having ringing in their ears. They're seeing synchronicities, 1111, 555s, 888s, all these numbers, license plates, everything, to a degree where it's stunning some people. They're like absolutely bowled over. But I feel that it's all part of that. It's all part of this cosmic growth. You waking up and saying, I'm going to look for this symbolism and synchronicities and things to help me and connect to what's going on. I realize that life goes all over the place in this roller coaster, and I'm going to savor these beautiful moments. I'm changing. I'm going to create the best moment to moment behavior with the best attitude I can muster. If I'm in a room with somebody I find very disagreeable in every regard, they're prejudicial, they're arrogant, whatever they are, I let them do all the talking. I'm not going to engage, because what happens is they'll burn their own fire out. I do not like I don't even know. People that are always comparing themselves, that they brag, they shut other people down, they're controlling all of that. I just stare. If I know them to be that type of person that could be care less about anybody else but themselves, I just let them talk and talk and talk. Because what happens is they hear themselves. They begin to hear how foolish they sound, how arrogant, how self-involved. And I don't give any feedback. I certainly don't agree and go, oh yeah, you're super great. Hold on, let me go get you the Nobel Peace Prize and some other honors if I might. I just literally close my mouth and stare at them with a blank stare. And then all of a sudden their words catch up with them. And they're like, oh my God, I sound like a capital A-hole. And they stop talking. It's remarkable. Try that with somebody that irritates the hell out of you. Don't agree with them. Don't disagree with them. Don't do anything but look at them. It changes it. It's really funny. It doesn't affect your attitude, your emotions. You're not going to be conflicted or create drama out of this person that's disagreeable. You're going to let them burn themselves out. And the sorcerer is going to point that out to you when to do that. It's kind of like those magical moments where you just know what to do. You know when to speak, not to speak. Sometimes being quiet is the best, because people don't know what to do with themselves. They don't like silence, especially if they're idiots. They just are like, what up now? Or they talk faster, and then all of a sudden they'll just make an excuse and leave. Stuff like that. But sorcery is also saying you're going to see things kind of fall into place in these puzzle pieces and blueprints before they occur. So you're able to navigate some tricky situations. You're able to save a lot of money. I feel this group, because whatever's happening, it's like, you're realizing that it's not about all convenience and spending extra or being flash. It's all about what really just comes from the soul. And when we do that and we really want what's right for ourselves and other people, it comes to be. It falls in our lap. It falls in our path. You ever just think of something and then somebody says, oh, by the way, you're looking for a place to live, and someone goes, oh, there's an apartment ready in my neighbor's building, or something like that. Things just start to align. All of a sudden, this job offer, this babysitter, this helper, this whatever comes into being. This is the sorcerer energy around you. And all of that. And that's definitely what's going to happen. And you're going to feel infinitely happier over the next month. It's really good. You're going to have a release of fear or restrictions, and your perspective is going to be so much higher with a healthy detachment to things that you don't need to be attached to big time. The sorcerer knows all about that. So you're going to be feeling good, calm, relaxed, and in charge of things. So I'm very excited. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And you guys, I'm just going to do a quick flip through of a couple of these. You get this amazing beefy book that has wonderful, it comes in a huge, gorgeous box. But here's some of the beautiful artwork. Something Wild. This is one of my favorites favorite cards right here. I love that. This is winter. Look at her up in the tree with the bird. And it just snowed here today. Rescued. I love that. That's one of my favorite on the unicorn right there. Moon Secrets. Absolutely beautiful. I love the purples. Wild Violet. Water Element. I like how there's simple backgrounds so you can really focus in on the fairy work. It's really nice. So Wish You Were Here. That's absolutely beautiful with the dragonflies. Thinking of You. Comment down below if you have a strange affinity with dragonflies. I love them. I am mesmerized by them and hummingbirds. And then Trespass will be digested. Trespassers will be digested. I'm going to put that sign on my door. What are you looking at? You ever get that defensive feeling when someone looks at you too long? When people stare at me in the elevator, I get like that. And then I just smile like whatever. The Chocolate Brownie Fairy. That's my favorite fairy. Thank you. Human Myth. This is amazing. The Blue Fairy. I love that. I might have that printed on sweatshirts, like for my family. You guys comment down below if you would like that. I would love that on a sweatshirt, like a light gray sweatshirt, and then that image. Beautiful. I don't know exactly about the copyrights on that, so I'll find out. But I would love to have something like that. I could do my own fairy, but I like her artwork, and I love that. Hummingbird Dream. The Flirt. Look at that. That's so cute. Adoration. The Oldest Fairy. I love that. I'm the oldest fairy. The Green Fairy. Hello. Hello, Heiny. How are you doing? I think this says Shania or Shannon. I can't read with the white. I love that. Oh, love them, love them, love them. Magnolia. Beautiful. This is one of my favorites. The Fae. Gorgeous. I love those rich browns. Too Much Wine Fairy, trying to get you hammered. Dandelion. Caffeine Overload. That is legit me. I actually guzzled a espresso after I had a coffee, and I was like, Ian's talking to me. I'm like, I need a piece of bread or something. I was like, you know when you just have too much caffeine? Autumn. That's ridiculously gorgeous. I love this so much. Blind Date. Look at that. I love that. I'm going to post some. You guys come see me on Instagram at Sparquist11 and I'll post some stuff. I always do flip throughs over there as well. So I want to save some of the artwork to surprise you with. Ivy will end with that. And I want to, again, give you guys my seriously sincere, I like how I combine those two words, love and appreciation for all you guys do for me and your feedback and your comments and your support. You're amazing. Don't ever doubt that I don't read every single comment. I read every single one. I love to connect with your energy that way with you guys, and you're just growing and you're actualizing stuff in such an amazing spectrum. It's crazy. Like, you're bumping into your soulmates left, right, and center. You're actualizing your dream jobs. You're going to business for yourself. You're writing your books. You're doing beautiful things. And again, a special thanks to Sylvie Roy for doing a birthday read for me. That was so touching. I even showed it to my husband. I was like, she's so beautiful. She reminded me of Sophie Marceau. And I was like, it was just so touching. It was wonderful. So again, thank all of you guys. And I'm going to go upload.